We are at the National Quartet Convention. With me, members of the Hoppers, and we want to welcome the Hoppers to gospel music today.
Thank you. Thanks.
Sitting right next to me is Connie. We have Claude. We have Karlye. We have three generations here of
two representatives.
Representatives of three generations. Yeah,
and
that's
the
great.
convention is 62 years old, and we're celebrating 62 years of gospel music.
That is awesome.
God be the glory.
That is awesome. What was the first time that you sang at the convention?
In 1964, we entered a contest in Memphis, Tennessee, and we won that year.
Okay.
And so it's been on and on for 60 years, over 60 years. And the greatest asset we got is my lovely wife of 58 years. Her name is Connie, and my next one is Karlye. She's 24, single, saved, and satisfied.
All right.
I thought you weren't going to talk.
Very good. And we have two Singing News Fan Awards, the favorite alto and the favorite young artist. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That is amazing. That's great.
Thank you.
How many times have you been the favorite alto?
I think about 4, maybe. I'm not sure.
I think it's a little more than that, but she wouldn't know.
Okay.
They're stored at the office.
Yeah.
She has to look at them every day.
No.
And Kim, who's running around somewhere else at the moment, but again, favorite soprano.
I think that was her
23rd
straight year.
That is amazing.
That is amazing.
This version of the Hoppers with Claude and Connie, you have a good story about how that got together. It was the Hopper brothers originally.
Right.
How did Connie get involved?
Well, my life was changed again in 1956 when I went to my first gospel concert in Winston-Salem. And I went back home after that night, and I got my brothers together. There's 5 brothers, and we started a quartet.
5 brothers.
5 brothers.
Close
In
enough.
1958, she came through town. I remember her in high school. She played the piano and she played basketball, and she was great. And I was delivering groceries for the A&P, and she stopped at the stoplight and knocked on my door, and she rolled
Rolled the window down.
Yes. And I said, my brothers and I have started a quartet. Would you be interested in being our piano player? And she said, oh, I'll have to think about it. A long time. The light turned green, and she says, I'll do it.
That is a true story.
Is that right?
I loved music. I didn't know anything about the field of gospel music, but I knew all the church hymns. And my dad sang. He was in a quartet, and they sang the shape note editions of the schools that came through back in the 40s and 50s. And so we loved music in my home. And so when he asked me about that, I thought, well, I'll give this a try. But I found out that it is a life-changing music.
Oh, yes.
When you get out, it's not just the music, it's the message and what comes out of the music.
Amen.
That's right. That's exactly right. Karlye, can you tell me about the new CD?
The new CD, Grace. So we've kind of brought back some of our old favorites, some new classics, some #1 songs, and then one that we brought out on July 4th. It was actually a Kenna Turner West song, We Are America, brought out on July 4th, and we didn't have we used it a lot back when it first came out. It was it was the first song I ever sang on as a kid. I was 9. So you hear my little voice at the very beginning, and then obviously now I get to sing part of the verse. We Are America, and we sang it at the Republican National Convention for
Texas.
George W. Bush. So now we're doing it again, and it's on the new album called Grace.
It is always great to see the Hoppers, and we have, of course, more than these 3 people involved. Who's on stage now with the group?
My 2 sons, Mike and Dean, and Karlye and Kim. Makes up the Hoppers now.
Okay, great lineup. That's excellent. We want to thank the Hoppers for being with us on Gospel Music today.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.